Hey everyone, today is time for me to take a chance and make a change. I have to tell my story if I want to move on. I've had a certain problem for 18 years of my life, and even though that vice is now broken, it still haunts me every day. I had a very rare, unusual problem which might not sound like much, but this has completely taken over my life. I've had what is known as dysfunction of the belch reflex, as in, I could never burp at all, ever. Every day, sometimes as soon as I'd wake up, I'd have this over bloated feeling followed by a loud gurgling croak that starts down in my stomach and painfully moves up the esophagus to the bottom of the throat and then just stops. My body doesn't release the air. It's completely sealed off. This is due to a non-relaxing upper esophageal sphincter. Normally, air moving up the GI tract triggers the sphincter to relax and vent the excess air. For me, though, this doesn't happen. It has nowhere to go, so it gurgles back down. My body knows that up is the fastest way to get the air out, so it tries again over and over in this non-stop, continuous cycle. The more air, the worse it gets. The repetition gets so bad that it starts making me feel sick. I'd spend the entire day feeling like I'm gonna throw up, and eventually my body tries to do just that. My gut would wrench hard and I would gag multiple times, but nothing comes out. Only pure, incapacitating pain. I can't handle the feeling of my body involuntarily trying to force the air out. Everything goes out of control when that happens, and I'll do anything to escape and prevent that feeling. When I feel sick, I want to isolate myself away from everyone because I'm thinking I'm going to embarrass myself. Like, it completely crushes my confidence. I started building up this anxiety because I would think to myself, well, what if I get sick in public? Or what if I get sick over at a friend's place? Or because I try to be a skydiver, what if I get sick in just in the plane waiting to get to altitude? The air pressure takes over and I know I can't do anything about it. I started living my life at 10% because of this. I don't even date because I know that would be selfish, limiting. I can't accept myself at that number. I know I couldn't go places or be there for that girl, so I know she deserves better than a man living at 10%. Why would I bring somebody else down? My life was forced to take a different path, into my own perfect prison. People know me as the quiet introvert that never really had much to say, but really all I ever wanted was to be that expressive, outgoing person who I've always been inside my own head. I had gone to 9 different doctors, throwing thousands of dollars on tests from gastrologists, speech pathologists, ear, nose, and throat doctors. That got me all of zero help. Every single one of them saying that they weren't going to look any further into it. All of the tests that I have done had no concept of air pressure, so they all came back normal. The only option I had at this point was just to repress everything, just stop feeling and stop caring, avoid people as much as possible, try to become somebody easy to forget. I did that because I began to believe that I would never get past the vice. And then came a new chance. 2.5 years of research, and I came across Dr. Robert Bastian. He was my last option, the only one willing to do the one procedure I knew could change everything. And surprisingly, he was located where my life started in Illinois. Yep, I had to go back to the place where I was born to get my life back. I had 4 Botox injections done to the upper esophageal sphincter, and Botox, for those who don't know, is a neurotoxin that temporarily paralyzes whatever muscle it comes into contact with. After the injections, the device was broken. Thanksgiving 2016 was my very first micro burp in 18 years. 2 weeks later, I was fully in control of burping and I haven't been back for a repeat procedure. I could never be any more grateful for what that doctor has done. There's only one problem now. The anxiety that this dysfunction had gave me never left. My repression has gone out of control. I kept going through life with this extreme outside cynical perspective because of it. And I wanted to make this video as soon as I had gotten back, but with unfortunate timing, getting a fairly nasty cold after the flight back from the procedure and having to continue right along with work, I just became stuck in the cycle of go to work, go to an apartment, and isolate myself. It was the exact same lifestyle, just without the pain. And I feel I've repressed and isolated myself now into a blank slate. I'm more uncomfortable with even my best of friends now because of this. And I absolutely hate it. My mind is all expression, but my body is in this safe survival mode. And I can't transition them to work together, not alone. I need you, all of you, to help me become that expressive, outgoing person I feel I should have always been. I need the exposure of everyone knowing and understanding how I came to be like this. I just want to experience life with people being my true self. I never seen myself as an important person. I put my I put people on a much higher priority than I do myself. This is the one thing that's truly bigger than me. This is the best way I feel I can help myself and others struggling with what I once had. I need to be 100% genuine. I need to shift my personality to who I've always been inside my head. And I know this isn't going to be easy. I'm going to make mistakes. I'm going to embarrass myself, but that's exactly the development I need to say that, hey, I'm truly being alive. I want to help people. I want to hear their amazing stories within their lives. There's only one thing to do on the road to self-improvement. Try. After this video, I have to go through my moment of catharsis. What I've been holding back and keeping as far away from me as possible for the longest time, these last 2 years, I have to break my walls down. And then you'll see a new me. I think this is the beginning. Thanks, everyone.